Now, not every distillation tower is designed in the exact same way. However, every tower can be divided into three basic sections. The middle section is where the feed enters the tower and part of the feed vaporizes. This vaporization is commonly known as flashing. So this section of the tower is often called the flash zone. The section above the flash zone is called the rectification section. In this part of the tower, the concentration of lighter components increases. The section of the tower below the flash zone is called the stripping section. In this section, the lighter components are vaporized or stripped from the heavier liquid. If a distillation tower worked perfectly, it would produce pure products. Unfortunately, that's not the case. The lighter products usually contain some heavier fractions, and the heavier products usually contain some lighter fractions. This is sometimes referred to as overlap. Distillation systems use several methods to help maximize the purity of the products. One of these methods is called refluxing. The vapors coming off the top of the tower are condensed in a condenser and then collected in a receiver. Part of the liquid from the receiver is sent to storage or to other units in the plant as the tower's overhead product. The rest of the liquid is pumped back into the top of the tower. The liquid that's reintroduced into the tower is called external reflux. Because it consists of liquid that was cooled in the condenser, the external reflux is cooler than the liquid in the top of the tower. As the external reflux cools the top of the tower, vapors made of heavier fractions condense. The liquid made of heavier fractions flows down the tower and is referred to as internal reflux. Meanwhile, the top of the tower is still hot enough to keep the lighter fractions in vapor form. The vapors are drawn off the top of the tower and into the condenser. Refluxing increases the purity of the overhead product because condensing the vapors made of heavier fractions keeps them out of the stream of vapors that leaves the top of the tower. Another method used to maximize product purity is called reboiling. The bottom's liquid that's drawn off from the tower is sent to a heater called a reboiler. The rest of the bottom's liquid is sent to storage or to other units in the plant as the tower's bottom's product. The reboiler heats the liquid it receives so that a mixture of vapors and liquid is formed. Depending on the system, either vapors or the mixture of vapors and liquid is then reintroduced into the tower. The hot vapors cause any lighter fractions in the liquid at the bottom to vaporize and move up the tower. This reduces the amount of lighter fractions in the bottom's product. The reboiler provides the major portion of the heat that's required to make the distillation process work. In the type of system we've been discussing, the heat supplied by preheating the feed is not sufficient for proper distillation. The reboiler is needed to provide enough additional heat to vaporize the lighter fractions in the tower so that the products meet specifications. Although all